What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Boise State's offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle. Crosses to 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wagner. And they'll knock him down. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game, critical. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boise State!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Marshall's offense will have its 1st possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got a man. It's White. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. Oh, a lot of space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Using his legs, it's Hester. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Broncos are on the move. They're going to test the right side with this one. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Try to barge their way in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Trying to punch it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Punt is on its way. And the returner goes down. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Broncos will hustle to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. Lots of running room. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Daniels. He's got him. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Snagged in the middle, it's Gaines. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's White. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. The Broncos get enough for the 1st down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Caught over the middle. It's Dupree.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Punts it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Broncos need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for room. It's Hester. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break.
All kinds of room to the right. Turning on the Jets. Then some touchdown Herd. And here they come almost all the way back.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sideline.
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Broncos have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This offense starting to impose its dominance. 13th play of the drive coming. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Under fire. Touchdown, Boise State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Glenn. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has been teaching a master class on 4th down. Already 4 for 4, and they'll try it again. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They boot it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Gets it out quickly. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Marshall quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo. And
snags it inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Touchdown! Thundering Herd! And the comeback is on.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Dropping back, it's Glenn. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his tight end. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.